Good morning. Welcome to the Mayor's Weekly News Conference. This week's agenda will remind everyone to take the Celebrate Erie survey, announce the 2030 District Workshop and the Beacon Award from the Green Building Alliance, showcase this weekend's events, which include the Ziwawa Festival, Arboretum at Leaf, the Tall Ships Festival, and the Hill District Flea, explain the Restore the Core initiative, and also a survey regarding a public art project in Perry Square, and provide an update on LERTA. And now I'll turn it over to the mayor.
Thank you, Renee. Good morning, everyone. Celebrate Erie was a resounding success thanks to our coordinator, Aaron Lonke, and his team. All the districts were absolutely phenomenal. How about the Erie All-Stars and their incredible presentation of the music at Queen? Wasn't that incredible? The whole weekend was great. I even had a chance to present the key to the city to Elmo. However, my team and I are always trying to improve. So now I'm happy to introduce Aaron Lonke to talk about Celebrate Erie and how you can help us make it even better in 2020. Aaron.
Hi, everybody. Celebrate Erie is in the books for 2019, and we're moving on to 2020. Overall, verbal feedback has been overall positive, but what we want to do is get some numbers behind it and some data that we can really crunch and make sure that moving forward we're taking public input into account. So it'll help if you take the survey at celebrateerie.com/survey. It'll help us with a few things. It'll help us plan for 2020, find out what people liked, what people think we need to improve or address. From our 2018 survey, we found out a few things. One, that parking was one of the major issues, so we introduced shuttle service this year from EMTA. We also found out that our kids zone in 2018 in business district needed help, and we revamped those this year. So it'll also help identify genres for headliners on the main stage, and moving forward, that is always helpful when we do our planning, so we have something to back it up. It'll also help us get data together for an economic impact study to make sure that to see what kind of effect Celebrate Erie has on our local economy here. And it'll also be one of those last indicators on attendance. So before we get an attendance piece out there, we want to get the survey results in. And it's important, again, if you've been to Celebrate Erie, take the survey. The most important thing is you'll be entered to win one of, or 4 chances to win a $100 cash prize. And it'll also make me very happy if you take the survey. So I would like to thank More Research, who's administering the survey and analyzing the data. They've been a partner of ours the last 2 years, and it's great to have actual data back up our changes and our future plans for the event. So thanks to More Research, local Erie company that's right here in the city that does marketing research for companies not only in Erie, but around the country and across the world. So thank you very much. Again, celebrateerie.com/survey. It'll be open until August 31st. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. I'm sure everyone who attended really appreciates what you and your team did to make Celebrate Erie the highlight of this summer. I would also like to thank the Cafe Board, which is a nonprofit that runs Celebrate Erie, our police and fire departments, our public works staff, the district coordinators, all the volunteers, all the local musicians, performers, food vendors, artisans, and businesses who helped us with it. Finally, thanks to everyone who attended and enjoyed the festivities. Celebrate Erie showcased Erie's incredible diversity and proved that we are better together. You may be aware that because of our work improving the environment, the City of Erie is currently classified as an emerging 2030 district. Many people in this region continue to work hard on creating a clean, healthy environment. We hope soon to be recognized as a qualified 2030 district. The vision for the 2030 district network is threefold. First, to establish a global network of thriving, high-performing districts in the United States. Second, to unite communities to ignite healthy transformation in the built environment. And third, to reduce and adapt to climate change. The City of Erie is hopefully soon will become the 23rd city in the United States to be awarded the title 2030 District. Our sustainability coordinator, Sarah Peelman, has worked hard over the years to make this happen. As part of our efforts to earn the 2030 District designation, I'm very pleased to announce that Erie will be receiving the Green Building Alliance's Beacon Award at an Emerald Evening Gala on Thursday, September 12th at the Children's Museum in Pittsburgh. We are also receiving this award because of our inclusive and sustainable development to promote environmental conservation and resiliency. The community of Erie, including area governments, nonprofits, and local businesses leaders, we've worked together to commit to innovation and improve the health of area residents. The Beacon Award recognizes both specific accomplishments and forward-leaning policies which may, in their development phase, be illustrative of our future vision. Erie is the first recipient of the Beacon Award, and we're incredibly excited to be chosen for this honor. Erie has been working for years to become a 2030 district. Long prior to my administration, the city did a number of things, including converted 200 traffic signals to high-efficiency LED lights, established the city's first bike lanes on East and West 6th Street, started our residential composting program way back in 2002, and planted over 1,200 trees over the last 13 years. My administration has tried to move this forward, this good work. Here's a couple examples of what's gone on in the last 16 months. We've increased new tree planting by 150% to 150 trees per year. We've obtained a $250,000 grant to establish 3 to 6 new bike lanes, including signage, maps, and kiosks. We've reduced emissions by removing 9 unwarranted traffic signals. We've also reduced congestion on 5 downtown streets. 4 more streets are under study this year, and I want to thank Leanne Parmenter, our city traffic engineer, for her work on that. Those are just 3 examples of what we've done. To tell you more about the work going on to make Erie a 2030 district, I'd now like to turn the podium over to the person who's making this happen, Sarah Peelman. Sarah.
Hello, everybody. As Mayor Schember just talked about, part of the reason we're receiving this award is due to the commitment that the mayor made to join with the local community and business leaders to make Erie the next 2030 district. Besides the city of Erie, other founding partners include the Green Building Alliance of Northwestern Pennsylvania. It's Erie County, UPMC Hammett, the Benedictine Sisters, Sisters of St. Joseph, the Erie Art Museum, Emmaus Ministries, Mercyhurst University, and the First Presbyterian Church of the Covenant. Together, all of these partners have pledged to reduce energy, reduce water consumption, and reduce transportation emissions in our district by 50% by the year 2030. As part of that commitment, partners are able to use online tools such as Energy Star and Zero Tool, which are free and confidential, and these programs help us measure and track energy and water use in our buildings and gives each building an energy performance score. They help us establish baseline data, compare monthly, seasonal, and annual energy uses, generate reports for analyzing the data, and helps us identify future goals and where we can make improvements. These types of improvements that are found that we can make also often lead to rebate programs available. The mayor mentioned a lot of other programs that we're working on as part of it, but one that was with a rebate was, for an example, down at our wastewater treatment plant, we recently replaced the 24-hour interior and exterior lights with LED lights, and the rebates paid for 90% of this cost with an actual cost of only $2,000 to the city, but we have a projected annual savings of $31,000. So these programs are really great programs and can really help make our entire city a lot more energy efficient and thereby help improve the environment and reduce urban heat and help with cooling and all kinds of things in our cities. So it is our hope that as knowledge about the 2030 district spreads and the benefits it provides to our community grow, even more local businesses, nonprofits, and educational institutions will join in with our efforts and become partners to help our Erie district reach our goal of reducing the energy consumption by 50% by 2030. It's a big goal, so we all have to work together. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks very much, Sarah. I really appreciate the work you're doing to make Erie's environment healthy, not just for today, but for generations to come as well. Thanks also to Leanne Parmenter and the whole Public Works Department, who under the leadership of Dave Mulvihill and Chuck Zisk are making us environmentally friendly for generations to come. Next, we want to showcase 4 of the amazing events that are happening in Erie this weekend. First, Holy Trinity Church has celebrated its Polish heritage in a big way every summer by throwing the 3 Days of Baba Festival, which began in 1993. The 26th Annual Zabawa Polish Festival is taking place August 23rd through August 25th at Holy Trinity Church. Pierogies and polkas will be in full force. I encourage residents to celebrate Erie's rich Polish heritage by attending this fun annual event. Let's hear more about Zabawa from Festival Co-Chair Ray Lineski. Ray, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Good morning. We are in full-fledged setup mode down at the parish right now. As you know, we kick off tomorrow at 5, and we go from 5 to 10 on Friday. Saturday, we go from noon to 10, and Sunday, noon to 6. It's 3 days of, as the mayor says, everything Polish. We have the best polka bands in the country coming in. On Friday, you have Mike Costa and the Beat. Saturday, the Marvels from Erie, Little John, and then in the evening, a big score for us. We've been trying for 5 years to get the Maestro's Men out of Connecticut. They will be here as the headliner Saturday evening. And then on Sunday, of course, the boys from Baltimore. In between all of that, while you're not dancing and not listening to that, you're always welcome to head over. We have as much food as you can possibly imagine. There's 10,000 pierogi in the freezer, 4,000 gołąbki. There are 12,000 kruszczyki, minus one because I grabbed one this morning. All powdered sugared and ready to go, and we're set in the bakery. We're just stocked to the gills, and stuff is coming down there all day long today. It's going to be a great time. We're hoping the weather cooperates with us, and we can basically do what our program is. It's an open door. Both to the parish, the grounds, and everything. Come celebrate with us. We will certainly not disappoint you as far as showing you a good time. I can guarantee you that. Also, for anyone that would like to, there's a polka mass. If you've never been to one of those, that's kind of an exciting little thing. Bishop Persico was coming back from Florida tomorrow. He'll be there on site for the mass on Saturday. And then, of course, it just keeps right on rolling. There's a kids area. Excuse me, if you'd like to have the young ones come down, we have a whole separate area set up for them to enjoy. There's 2 large tents on the front side, and on the back side there's another one for your eating and dining pleasure, and all sorts of food that you can possibly imagine, and some really good general Polish beer. It's been imported. There's all kinds of stuff in bottles. There's some microbrew stuff that's been made specially for the festival, and then your regular stuff as well. So lots of great stuff that you can enjoy. And I'm kind of interested just listening now about the 2030 initiative, because we actually, not even knowing about it, I think we played into it. We just converted the entire festival lighting to LED. We converted the church and all the grounds and stuff over to LED as well, and we're working on probably about the last quarter of the campus to get that done in the coming year. But it all plays into it, saving money. It's the name of the game. So good things to be had. Hope to see you down there. Thank you. Oh, and the mayor's going to be down there serving food tomorrow.
That's right. Thanks, Ray. What time is that polka mass on Saturday? 5 p.m. Okay. Encourage everybody to try to get there. And I will be there Friday, as you mentioned. I'll be serving till about 6. But it really is amazing, this festival. And Ray mentioned some of the numbers, but there'll be 10,000 pierogies, 35 5-gallon buckets of potato pancakes, 4,000 pigs in a blanket, 60 gallons of Polish goulash, and about 600 pounds of Polish beef rolls consumed over those 3 days. It's pretty incredible. And I do look forward to contributing to those numbers too. Our second item is Arboretum's annual Party in the Park, which takes place this Saturday, August 24th, starting at 6:30 in Frontier Park. Arboretum is a delightful evening of delicious food, art exhibits, roving entertainment, music by Eric Brewer's New Frontier Band, and fireworks, which will start at 9:30. It's the only fundraiser for Frontier Park. The cost to attend is $100 per person, but it is well worth it. Proceeds from the event will allow the Lake Erie Arboretum at Frontier Park, if they're called LEAF for short, to expand the educational programming and continue to improve the park. To find out more information about this week's party, you can visit leaf.org/arboretum. Third, this weekend, you will not want to miss the Tall Ships Festival. This maritime celebration allows you to climb aboard and explore 14 tall ships and enjoy many other festival highlights. We really commend Captain Billy Sabatino and his crew for bringing this to Erie. Last night, I had the opportunity to walk on the Santa Maria. It's a replica of the tall ship that Columbus sailed to America in 1492. I can tell you when I first walked out and saw it, it was breathtaking just seeing it. Today I'll be boarding the flagship Niagara at 1 p.m. and riding in the Parade of Sails, which starts at 4 p.m. with the 13 other tall ships. This is the most tall ships ever to participate in Erie's Tall Ship Festival, so it's not something you want to miss. I look forward to greeting many visitors to our world-class downtown in Bayfront while enjoying the festivities myself. The Tall Ship Festival, remember, it only comes to Erie once every 3 years. So come on down, bring your kids, your grandkids, explore the ships, and you can even take a day sail on the ships. The fourth event we want to talk about this weekend is the Hill District Flea this Sunday, which is August 25th, that takes place from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. This neat family-friendly event includes local vendors, food, music, entertainment, and activities, and it does take place on the last Sunday of every month through October. It takes place on Peach Street between West 26th and West 24th Streets. This is one of the more enjoyable events, and you're also supporting our local businesses. Next, we want to make sure you're aware of two current public art projects that are underway. The first is called Restore the Core. At Celebrate Erie last weekend, you may have noticed Restore the Core signs around the downtown. These signs encourage you as community members to think and share ideas about vacant commercial properties in Erie and how they might be used. To tell us more about this project, I'd like to invite Patrick Fisher, Executive Director of Erie Arts and Culture, to the podium. Patrick.
Urban, of or relating to or designating a city. Core, the central, innermost, and most essential part of anything. An urban core is an area of high population density that serves the commercial, cultural, political, historical, and geographic heart of a city. Erie Arts and Culture, through its New Horizons initiative and with support from the Erie Community Foundation and the Erie Downtown Development Corporation, is excited to announce Restore the Core, a project led by artist Ashley Pastori. Ashley returned to Erie this spring to establish a contemporary print and paper-making shop. In July, Ashley signed a lease in Little Italy and is now working to convert a portion of Angelo's Roofing and Construction into a thriving creative space. This endeavor, which has the name Grounded Print Shop, was awarded funding through the Ben Franklin Technology Partners Big Idea Startup Contest. Ashley has worked on this project, Restore the Core, while conducting an artist residency at the Morgan Conservatory in Cleveland this summer. The Morgan Conservatory is the largest art center in the United States dedicated to every facet of papermaking, book arts, and letterpress printing, and to cultivating the talents of established and emerging artists. An international destination that is free to and open to the public, the Morgan Conservatory is a working studio, gallery, gathering place for the community, and educational hub, similar to what Ashley's hoping to create here in Erie through Grounded Print Shop. Restore the Core explores creative ways to engage members of the community around what types of businesses they'd like to see present in Erie's urban core. The project encourages community members to think creatively and to share ideas about how underutilized commercial properties found within Erie's existing building stock can be reimagined as neighborhood assets. Community engagement is an important part of redevelopment as both public and private entities work to create a world-class city. It is vital that the community feels their voices are being heard and that their needs are being addressed. Ashley created 3 original designs for the project. She selected bold colors not typically found in Erie's urban landscape to capture people's attentions and stimulate creative thinking. As those passing by engage with the designs, they're asked a simple question: this would be a nice place for. They're also provided instructions to share their ideas either online at restoreerie.com or on Instagram at the profile restore_Erie. Erie Arts and Culture is working with Erie Downtown Partnership, Erie Downtown Development Corporation, Our West Bayfront, the Sisters of St. Joseph Neighborhood Network, the Bayfront Eastside Task Force, and Serve Erie to identify vacant commercial properties found in their service areas. Once ideas are compiled, the information collected will be shared with the City of Erie's Department of Economic and Community Development, the Erie Regional Chamber and Growth Partnership, and the Erie Downtown Partnership, with the hopes that this information can be used to attract and recruit new businesses to the urban core. This project is still in its pilot phase, but 8 commercial properties in downtown have already been activated. An additional 5 properties have been added to the website and Instagram account. The public can expect to see this project come to full fruition this fall. So with this project, there's been a little bit of a learning curve. We wanted to do something that existed between both temporary and permanent. We didn't want it to be something that only lasted a few days, knowing that some of these properties have been vacant for years, but we also didn't want it to be permanent so that if a client did go into these buildings, we had to figure out how do we remove it. So the first iteration of it was wheat pasted to the sidewalks during Celebrate Erie and Erie Homecoming. Unfortunately, our humid conditions and other things led to those peeling away within a couple days. So Ashley and I went out last night. She laminated the paper, and they're now stuck to windows temporarily using sticky tack, as we work with Erie Downtown Partnership to get permission from the building owners to potentially have them attached to the windows from the inside of the building. So if you're along State Street, you'll find, like I said, about 8 buildings that have been activated with this, and we'll continue to roll them out as we get buildings into the stock, working with those partners. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. I'm anxious and wait to see the input that we receive for Restore the Core. Now, the second public art project, you may also have noticed a future site of art stickers on 6 of the traffic signal boxes and utility cabinets in Perry Square. These stickers requested input. In tandem with the Restore the Core project, the City of Erie is facilitating a public art project in Perry Square. Funding for this project was made available through Erie Arts and Culture, the Pennsylvania Council of the Arts, and the Erie Downtown Development Corporation. I want to thank especially Leanne Parmenter and Kelly Meyer in Traffic Engineering for spearheading this project. Also thanks to Patrick Fisher for his guidance and the team that reviewed the requests for qualifications and selected the artist. In addition to Leanne and Kelly, this group included Aaron Lonke, Renee Lamus, John Buchna, Emily Fetchko, Jeff Kidder, Nicole Reitzel, Tisha Nesbitt Arrington, and Alexa Potter. As a result of this public request for qualifications, Durham Loshai, an Erie-based artist, was selected to create original artwork that will be translated into graffiti-proof vinyl wraps to cover these 6 cabinets and boxes in Perry Square. And Durham is with us in the back. Durham, could you wave so people know who you are? Thanks for being here, Durham. As a result, let's see. Let me tell you a little bit about Durham. And his family relocated here in Erie from Kosovo in 1999 as a refugee to escape genocide in the Kosovo War. His artistic journey started as a young child before coming to America. Throughout his childhood, teenage years, and adulthood, he stayed on course to become an artist by understanding the importance of practice. Durham believes that talent is just an accumulation of practice over the course of many years. He began to take art seriously when he attended Mercyhurst University. While studying in 2011, he received his studio art degree at Mercyhurst, and he began to paint. He understands that his art career is a marathon, not a sprint. Like the meaning of his name, he learned that patience is the key to everything, and it is the driving force that will lead him to mastering art. Durham, thank you for being here with us, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with on these coverings. We also look for input from residents. As part of the community engagement process, the deadline for input is September 2nd. Please use this link to complete the survey. It's https://bit.ly/2KILBNU. It should only take a few minutes. There are 5 questions that you'll be asked to answer. The first is, how would you define Erie's identity as a city? Second, what are 3 words that you would use to describe downtown Erie? Third, what are your hopes for Erie's future? Fourth, when you think Erie, what are 3 colors that come to mind? And fifth, finish the following statement. What I enjoy most about Erie is. Public art is an important element of creating a sense of place here in Erie. These projects are very exciting and will do a lot to enhance our world-class downtown. Now, I'm a little disappointed that we had no new LERTA applications over the last 5 business days. So we remain, as we were last week, at a total of 40 LERTA applications since July 1st, with a total projected building costs of $7,288,174. There has been a lot going on in Erie over the last week. With Celebrate Erie, Erie Homecoming, and now Tall Ships, I'm thinking that may be what's kind of slowed down the LERTA applications. But we're still averaging over 1 LERTA application per business day. There have been 37 business days since July 1st, and we've had 40 LERTA applications to improve our city neighborhoods. I look forward to reporting to you on LERTA again next Thursday. That concludes today's press conference, and everyone who spoke will be available for interviews afterwards. Thanks very much for being here.